Hey everyone, this your girl Love the Energy. It's been about a week probably since I did a video. Still gonna continue to do my twin flame story, but I kind of want to talk through some of the things that I went through the past week and a half. It was a very testing time for me. We were all experiencing a Mercury retrograde, which really made communication very hard. It's like when you did certain things, people always took it the wrong way, or just not communicating at all. So since I went through so many things this week, I wanted to talk about just repeating cycles and how people contribute to you repeating cycles. I actually started off that week feeling like I was on top of the world. You know, I was doing a lot of projects and making a lot of changes and getting a lot of positive feedback, and people were excited about it. But then for some reason, when you're doing something really good, you always have people who see it differently or take it to a lower level. That caused me to really release a lot of energy, even to the point of tears. I find myself being very upset at times, just seeing how people treat each other. I witness people talking about each other all the time, and I witness, not even just talking about, because people are going to talk about you, but if people are talking about you in a way where they're going to help you grow, something is going to help you just improve as a overall person, or if they talk about you out of concern, that's completely different. But when people talk about you in a negative way, it's painful. I think if you get to that point in life where you feel like you got to talk about someone, or you're taking things a negative way when you see them, like, it's probably best not to be around that person. It's probably best to remove them. I don't like to create karma. So when people do things to me, I don't seek revenge. I don't rebel. I just shut down, and I really just, that's my time to think, okay, is this person really worth being in my life? How's that person energy benefiting me? Is there a lesson within that person that I have to learn for myself? Is that a reflection of myself? So I did a lot of meditating, and I wrote things down, and I realized that I always do things from my heart. I do things out of passion. I do things just out of service to help people. So now when I find myself in a situation where I have to feel uncomfortable or feel cornered, instead of just being angry or returning the energy, I just find myself just accepting, okay, this is not for me, and I cut it off. So I did a lot of writing. I wrote my list of names of, the people I really just don't want to associate with, and I asked the universe to just, I told myself, I am not going to deal with negativity. I am not of negativity. I am of love. I am of peace, and I am of service. And I am going to pull those things my way. I had to have gratitude for everything that I learned from those people. I have gratitude for everything that was beautiful that I experienced. And I also have gratitude for the negativity that I received. But moving forward, I just wouldn't really open myself up to those people anymore, because I just don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be surrounded by people who make me grasp my lower self. I really want to grow in my spiritual path. That's all I think about is my spiritual path. Because all I think about is just being my higher self, being of service, helping people, healing people, doing all those beautiful spiritual things that really just make me feel so amazing day in and day out. So I cried, and I let it out, and I released it. And I released the negativity up. And I asked myself, and I told myself, I said, God, haven't I went through enough? Haven't I just disciplined myself so much? Haven't I reached out and opened myself up so much to individuals, and find myself feeling just bad at the end of it? And then I see people who struggle. And those are people who I, at some point, were ignoring because I was in a comfort zone. Why not give that energy and love and help to people who want it? So now when I see a situation, if it's something that will bring negativity to me, I will not associate it. I've already started cutting it off. If I get asked questions, I don't even get involved. If I hear people gossiping or do anything, I don't make a facial expression. I'm not gonna giggle it off. I'm just gonna remain quiet, and I'm gonna shut the energy off, and that works. We have one life to live. We have one body, one mind. We have many, many, many entities in spirit that help us day in and day out. We have all this love and support within ourselves. Why would we allow others to break that, to shut it down? Why would you allow others who are struggling within their spiritual selves, their spiritual beings, trying to control or make decisions based off their ego, or just in some ways being plain mean? I do everything possible to discipline who I am. It's that part of me that always wants to help. It's that part of me that always gets excited about just helping people, that sometimes bring me sadness. So now I have to sit back and determine if it's even worth me getting involved. If it's even worth me applying my time and then knowing that potentially I will be hurt again or put down again. The person that I've become versus the person that I was. I am a person now of love and respect. The person I was before was a person who, when people hurt me, I was defensive. I still have the ability to have a tongue that will cut as deep as a knife in social gatherings, absolutely. But I choose not to. I choose to not come from that place. And I can't think of one person on this earth other than maybe my twin flame who I will allow to take me there anymore. I have a service to the people. I have a service to myself. I want to be the very heart of love energy. So day in and day out, I will make decisions that is based off in what is best for love energy, for me. And anyone who tries to disrupt that, I will cut them off. I will never, ever stoop to a level of what they are doing, and I would never, ever allow myself to do that. I would never, ever. If that means I have to cry a few tears, I will. If that means that I have to humble myself and not speak up, I will. Because at the end of the day, the universe is going to support me. God is going to support me and protect me against anyone. So I won't look at or look for or seek karma. I will seek peace within myself and love within myself. And that's what we all should do. Peace and love, everybody. I'll be coming back on to do my twin flame journey experience very soon.